Why you have to be in harmony with your body if you want to change anything in your life. Most of the days we spend our daily routines in stress. In our private life, in our business life, in our spare time, we experience a lot of pressure. But mostly the stressors are coming from the outside, not from the inside. So we're suffering from concurrence, we're suffering from restlessness. There's so much stuff which influences the way we feel. But what is balancing our stress level? The more stress we have, our self-healing power gets out of its rhythm. What is responsible in our body to keep stress and relaxation in balance? Well, it's called the vagus nerve. It's in the autonomic nervous system, and you also can call it the resting nerve, because this one is very much responsible how we feel and how our organs, hormones, and metabolism, cardiovascular system is going to work. There's the parasympathetic and a sympathetic nervous system, which is usually in balance. There's an up and down during a day. If we are in relaxation, if we are in meditation, if we have social contact, if you're together with your partner, you have body contact. The parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible to calm us down, and the sympathetic system is for action. So but recent studies figured out that the vagus nerve has two parts, a frontal one and a posterior one. The frontal one is very much responsible for our voice, our speaking rhythm, facial expression, and the posterior one is mostly responsible for organs and digestion. And they go up and down, and they're communicating with our body and our brain. Therefore, you find three states of our human body. So the first one is a normal one in everyday life, when you feel fine, when you feel safe, and everything is balanced. This should be the normal state. The second one is kind of preparation situation. You are going to prepare a fight or flight situation. So that means you're not really sure what's going to happen, so you activate your blood pressure, you activate your muscles so they get a little bit more tense, and you demand more oxygen. But this is also changing your behavior. Maybe you already realized the situation where you feel more anxiety, more anger, more impatience, and this is already a narrowed focus. And in this moment, you are not able to build or create social connections or any kind of relationships anymore. So you focus on just one thing, this is surviving. This is the second state, but there's also a third state which is much more intense. Here you really have a feeling of being disconnected. So you're not able to build any relationship, keep any relationship, any connection alive, which indicates that you have a very strong stress reaction. What the body is actually doing is going to freeze because he's not able to do anything anymore. Maybe you experienced anything like this before, that you haven't been able to react on anything. You were just overwhelmed. What your body is actually doing, it's hoping that the danger is passing by without harming you. That's where you probably experience a feeling of helplessness, hopelessness, apathy. This is the highest stress response you can have. But if you're not in balance, all this kind of stress level, like between 2 or 3, if you experience that over a longer period of time, you raise your emotional stress. Your muscle tension is going to be worse, and you get pain everywhere, right? You increase the risk of cardiovascular diseases. It leads to depression and sleeplessness. So what can you do to calm down and start the best year ever? Request therapist, I recommend always to start in your body first. What you can do immediately, look for a safe environment. Everywhere where you feel safe. If you can't change that, you have to work on your inner perspective, on your inner state to change your judgment concerning that situation, concerning that environment. What you can do immediately is you can work with your face muscles and activate your meridians. There are many books out there where you can learn how to do that. You can pick 1 or 2 or 3 exercises you can implement in your daily routine and you use them whenever you need them. When we talk about stress, what I'm never missing to say is breathing. Breathing is so important. Inhaling, exhaling while focusing on nothing else than breathing. You can support that when you put your hands on your chest, on your rib cage, on your core, whatever helps you, you feel comfortable with to support your breathing rhythm, do it. If you started already meditating, you already learned how to focus on your breathing. One way which I personally really love is singing the word Om. Because researchers found that singing calms down your autonomic nervous system, which also calms down your breathing, reduces the stress level, the vagus nerve. It reduces anxiety, reduces your heart frequency, and you're entirely calm down. And the best thing is, if you're in a group singing and chanting, not only the singer but also the listener will be affected from this positive influence. And the last one is so easy. Just go out, inhale more nature. So the moment you are in a green environment, this immediately lowers your heart frequency, calms you down, improves your digestion, improves your sleep. Exercises in general will improve your sleep. So the more you sleep, the better it is for your stress situation. And if you like this video now, don't forget to subscribe, share it, and like it. And I wish you the best week ever.